Hello, my name is Trevor Coverly, and today we are going to be talking about the commercial pilot privileges and the limitations. So, there is some eligibility that you need before you can obtain your commercial license. So, instead of private, you being 17 years old, you need to be at least 18 years old. You need to be able to read, speak, and write English proficiently. You need to have the required ground training, the required flight training. You need to already hold a private pilot's license. You're not able to just skip and go right to commercial. And then you also need to pass the FAA written exam for commercial pilots. So after you do all those things, now you can carry persons or property for compensation or hire. So basically, you can start making money. You can act as PIC for compensation or hire. And if someone else is supplying the aircraft, you can charge your piloting services for that. Basically, a dry lease. So, like, if my buddy owned a Cessna 172 and he was like, hey, can you fly me in my 172 somewhere? Now that I'm a commercial pilot, I'm able to fly him there and I can be paid for my pilot services. So, just because I have my commercial license does not mean that I can just open up my own airline, basically. So, these are some exceptions that I'm able to do without needing to obtain a Part 121 or Part 135 certification, which are basically what airlines are run under. So I'm able to do flight instruction, nonstop air tours, a ferry or training flight. I can do aerial work, emergency mail services. There's like a ton of other things listed under this regulation. These are just a few examples that are opened up now. For limitations, so you cannot fly more than 50 nautical miles with passengers on board without a instrument rating. So I mean, I could carry cargo, for example, but most cargo companies are not going to hire you in the first place without an instrument rating. And then you also cannot fly passengers at night for compensation or hire without a instrument rating. You're also not able to hold out. So basically, what holding out is I can say, hey, my name's Trevor. I'm a commercial pilot. And I can kind of tell them that I'm a pilot, but I can't say, hey, my name's Trevor. I own my own plane. I can fly you anywhere for the cheapest rate ever. That would basically be me holding out and me kind of basically like running my own airline out of my plane. I'm not able to do that. Like, I can't act as a air carrier. Another limitation is I need a class 2 medical to exercise the privileges of my commercial pilot's license. I'm able to take the check ride under a third class medical, but I cannot exercise the privileges of that rating unless I have a class 2 medical. These are my sources I used. I used 14 CFR Part 61 to kind of look over some of the stuff, and then Pilot Mall to also review some of the privileges and limitations. Thank you.